In the footsteps of the Magi, an unprecedented number of pilgrims this year flocked to the city of Bethlehem from all parts of the world with a great yearning to visit the grotto of the Nativity and touch the place of Jesus' birth.
Large record numbers entered Bethlehem in Palestine during this year. Last year, we declared that 3 million tourists arrived in Palestine. This year, their number will exceed the barrier of the 3 million tourists.
10 years ago, the focus on tourism was during holiday periods, but today pilgrims visit the holy places throughout the year. The Palestinian Minister of Tourism and Antiquities attributes the increase in the number of pilgrims and tourists to the cooperation with the Palestinian tourism sector.
We have always had continuous cooperation between us and the Palestinian tourism sector. This has led to an increase in tourist numbers and residency rates. We, as the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, have a mission to provide the opportunity for the people working in the Palestinian tourism sector to meet with their colleagues in all countries of the world.
Bethlehem hotels are crowded with pilgrims. There was a significant increase in the number of hotel rooms. Until 2008, the number of rooms was less than 2,000, while today there are 12,000 hotel rooms. International tourism websites confirm tourists' view that the service in Bethlehem hotels is unique. Prices are not expensive, and tourists do not pay the residence fee to the municipality. The number of tourist buses that enter the city of Bethlehem daily is not less than 100, and their number often exceeds 200 buses. This year, the problem of long queues for tourists at the entrance of the Grotto of the Nativity has emerged. The Palestinian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities is working with the religious authorities to solve this issue.
We, as a ministry, have started to work in several ways. The first was to extend the opening hours of the Church of the Nativity. However, we aspire for this extension to be longer, because the number of tourists is increasing more and more. On the other hand, we created an app for the Church of the Nativity, which will be ready very soon. Through this app, any tourist or groups that wish to visit Bethlehem can arrange the most convenient day and time for their visit.
Placing the Church of the Nativity on the permanent World Heritage List will encourage tourists of other religions to visit the church.
وجود أي موقع على لائحة التراث العالمي هذا بيشجع السائح من أي دولة من دول العالم إنه يزوره.
The presence of any site on the World Heritage List encourages tourists from any country of the world to visit. When UNESCO places a site on the World Heritage List, this always results in an increase in the number of tourists visiting that site. The Church of the Nativity is a very important place for every Palestinian and every Christian in every country in the world. However, its presence on the World Heritage List gives it greater human value and encourages any tourist in the world to visit the church.
هذا بعطيه قيمة إنسانية أكبر وهذا بيشجع السائح من كل دول العالم إنه يزور هذا الموقع.
The pilgrims not only visit the holy sites, but they also buy souvenirs and gifts made of olive wood, and they meet the living stones in the Holy Land.
For us, the human being is very important, and it is true that we have religious and historical places that are very important and without parallel in the world. But their importance is greater when the tourists get to know the people. This will give them a better idea of Palestine, its people, and our cause.
Thousands of faithful from all over the world flocked to Bethlehem, a place where earth meets sky, and the Word became flesh to bear witness that a Saviour has been born, and this Saviour is Christ the Lord.